Good morning and welcome. It's Corporate Governance Platform brought to you by the Institute of Chartered Secretaries and Administrators of Nigeria, Icsan. I am Funmi Omoburiowo. Icsan is a leading recognized professional body in Nigeria dedicated to enhancing status and practice of corporate governance and public administration. And let me say categorically that Icsan is the only professional body authorized in Nigeria to conduct examinations leading to the qualification of chartered secretaries and administrators. On the program this morning, we want to take an insight into Icsan and Rivet Lms Initiative. The LMS will be Learning Management System. And of course, joining us this morning is Mr. Tony AYOKO. He's General Manager, Rivet Software Limited, a subsidiary company of Inlax Limited. Good morning, Mr. AYOKO.
Good morning, Fumi, and thank you for having me on the show.
All right, thank you for joining us this morning. Also right here with me is Mr. Kade Ketefe, FCIS, is Head of Research, Icsan. Good morning, Mr. Ketefe.
Good morning to you, Fumi. Good morning to you, Mr. Tony AYOKO, our guests, and all our listeners.
All right, before we proceed, let's take this message. We'll be right back.
The world is constantly evolving into a knowledge-based economy where skills and competencies constitute the lifeblood of public and corporate governance. You therefore need to empower yourself to fit into this new world by gaining basic knowledge and improving your skill set in the governance-focused disciplines. That is why every aspiring as well as practicing professional in governance field needs Icsan.
Icsan. What is Icsan?
Icsan is a leading statutorily established professional body dedicated to enhancing the status and practice of corporate governance and public administration. Icsan members are trained as chartered secretaries and administrators.
Who are chartered secretaries and administrators?
Chartered secretaries are high-ranking governance professionals with a broad base of skills, unique amongst other professions. They are trained in law, finance, accounting, administration, strategy development, and corporate governance. In today's world, chartered secretaries and administrators discharge a wide range of duties and responsibilities, including functioning as chairmen of companies, executive directors, non-executive directors, company secretaries, risk managers, compliance managers, board evaluators, and corporate governance evaluators.
That is interesting. How then do I become a chartered secretary and administrator?
Good. Go to the Institute's website, www.icsan.org. You can also visit the National Secretariat of Icsan at Plot 6, Elephant Cement Way, Alausa, Ikeja, Lagos, to get full information on how to become members. Icsan, the hub of governance professionals.
All right, so corporate governance platform, as I said earlier, we're taking an insight into Icsan and Rivet Lms Initiative, and our guest is Mr. Tony AYOKO. All right, Mr. AYOKO, when we say Learning Management System, which is LMS, what are we talking about?
Okay, thank you very much for me. Learning Management System, according to Wikipedia, is a software application or web-based technology used to plan, implement, and assess a specific learning process. But, from my own perspective, I'll define it from my own space, from the software space. And I'll say, first is a software application, but it provides a framework that handles all the aspects of learning process. It is also a place where you house, deliver, and track your training content. So, learning management system, though is a web-based technology, but it's also a framework. So you can actually add some other things to it, These days, learning is changing from the traditional way that we know it. You hear of embedded learning right now. You hear of social learning. And, an LMS these days now has evolved to also accommodate all the various changes that are happening in our world today. So the definition I'll give for you is that it's a framework that handles all the aspects of learning process, where you house, deliver, and track your training content. Thank you.
All right. So when we talk about the Icsan Rivet LMS, what are we talking about?
Okay, the Icsan Rivet LMS is a partnership that we've gone into to deliver learning like we've never done before in this country. You know, people are used to coming to classroom, you sit down, and somebody will give you a lecture on a particular topic. But with the pandemic, you know, so many people also move virtual, and you deliver training through Zoom and all the rest. But what we've done is that we've looked at all of that, and we've come up with a video on demand platform. So the Icsan Rivet LMS platform is actually a video on demand platform that delivers learning to the members of the institute and also professionals in the same space that Icsan works in.
All right. So how does this work? I want you to paint to us how it works, the workability. Give us an example.
Okay. So what we do is that Icsan looks at their training courses and determines which one they want to push onto the e-learning marketplace, because the initiative is actually a marketplace. Other institutes can also join in as we move along. So once they determine that, the courses are actually digitized. So it's like you're watching a video, watching a movie, but the movie that you're watching is actually broken down into smaller chunks. So you can go through the training at your pace and at anywhere. You can actually watch 5 minutes today and say, oh, by lunch, I want to do another 10 minutes. So the courses are actually broken down into smaller chunks that deliver complete learning on a particular topic. So by the time you go through the entire course, you get a certificate at the end of the training that is recognized by Icsan and the LMS platform.
All right. Apart from, demanding this video from the convenience of wherever you are, what are the other benefits of accessing the Icsan Rivet courses?
Okay, excellent. So one of the challenges that you have today, first as a professional institute, is that you have high cost of acquiring and maintaining an e-learning platform. You don't need to worry about that right now. The e-learning platform that we've provided, the marketplace, is there for you. All you just need to do is bring your courses and host online. So for a student right now, like I mentioned, you are not tied down to a piece of furniture because you want to learn. You also have the advantage of also viewing it at your own pace. And there's one other thing that we always, the challenge we have. If an instructor is supposed to deliver a training, so a group of students, say you have 5 batches, and the same instructor is supposed to deliver that same training to the 5 batches, you find out that the quality of delivery of those courses will be different. Is either one will be very outstanding and the rest will start waning, because the delivery rate of the instructor, diminishing return sets in. So what we've done is that you have the same quality of delivery across when you listen or you attend any of the courses that we're providing for you. And one other thing is that these courses are actually priced locally. They are of international standard and you're priced locally. So there is no issue of, exchange rate fluctuation and all the rest. Those are cut off. These are some of the many reasons and advantages of signing up to the Icsan Rivet LMS platform.
So who can use the Icsan Rivet LMS platform?
Okay, the Icsan Rivet LMS platform is open to all members of Icsan and also professionals in the space. What we're trying to do is that we want to train the grass top. People talk about grassroots. The grassroots in the educational space are the primary school, the secondary school, and the tertiary institution. But once you move out of that space, you become a professional. You're in the space where you're supposed to be a role model to the younger ones. We call you the grass top. Okay. So target for this LMS is actually the grass top. We want to keep you updated about new things that are happening in your space, the continuous development that you need to have in your various sector or industry. We'll be dishing out this training to you. So it's a continuously growing platform where courses are churned out every 2 to 3 weeks. We're going to be pushing courses to members of the space.
All right. So when will this be launched?
Okay, we're actually having a formal launch of this platform this afternoon by 12 o'clock.
Okay.
It's an hybrid event. Okay, we have the physical launch at our headquarter office in VI, plot 1611 Adiola Okwell Street at the Hatch. That's where our office is. And you can also watch online. You can, if you go to Icsan website, you see the link to join virtually, and also there will be a repeat broadcast of that launch tomorrow on Icsan TV show.
Okay, so what's your overall impression about this initiative?
For us, my impression is that the educational space is changing. You know, technology is changing things for us, and education needs to be, or learning needs to be more accessible and more personal than what we were used to before. I'll give you a simple example. You know, these days you have children that are born in the digital age. If they are given assignments in school, they don't need to cram anything or remember anything. All they just do is Google it because they have access to the internet. What happens to professionals, the grass top that I mentioned? We need to also find ways to keep them up to date in their space. So for me, the platform is coming to provide localized, short, quality on demand, and affordable video courses through the instrument of the market space. And it's a very welcome development at this time of our nation building. Thank you very much.
All right. Thank you so much, Mr. Tony AYOKO, General Manager, Rivet Software Limited, a subsidiary company of Inlax Limited. And of course, we've talked about the Icsan Rivet Learning Management System Initiative. Appreciate you. All right, Mr. Ketefe, quickly, let's take some announcements.
Thank you very much, Fumi. The announcement we have for you is on Icsan 2022 Company Secretaries and Registrars Forum. This is to inform all Icsan members, other company secretaries, registrars, and other professionals in governance field that the Icsan 2022 Company Secretaries and Registrars Forum will hold on Thursday, February 10, 2022. The theme of this year's forum is Sustainability and the Future of Green Economy, a Governance Perspective. Company Secretaries and Registrars Forum is the Institute's program that exposes participants to modern-day practices and practical solutions to problems on company secretarial practices, the capital market, and related issues. This event attracts 4 credit points for members. Specifically, this year's forum aims at exposing participants to issues on sustainability and the future of green economy. It will be an interactive program facilitated by seasoned technocrats as well as experienced and skilled professionals. It promises to be a value-adding program. The participation fee schedule is as follows. Member, 50,000 naira. There is early bird discount for all categories. For members, the early bird payment is 45,000 naira. Student, the normal rate is 30,000 naira. Early bird is 27,000 naira. Non-member, the normal rate is 55,000 naira. Early bird payment for non-member is 49,500 naira. For senior citizens, the normal rate is 15,000 naira. Early bird is 13,500 naira. For virtual attendees, because this is an hybrid one, so for virtual attendees, the payment is 35,000 naira, while early bird for this category is 31,500. Please note that all early bird payment end on Monday, 31st January 2022. The link to register for the program is available on the Institute website as well as all the Institute's social media platforms. Follow the link to register and pay. We look forward to receiving you and your nominations. For more information, please contact Florence on 080-323-69300. Florence on 080-323-69300. Thank you and have a nice day.
All right, thank you so much, Mr. Kaide Ketef, FCIS, Head of Research, Icsan. That's a bit this morning. Of course, Corporate Governance Platform returns again next week, Wednesday, 10:15 a.m., right here on Iko 89.7 FM. I am Funmi Omoburiu. Enjoy the rest of the day.
Hey, Obinna, good to see you. You look so worried. Is everything all right? I'm having serious issues in my company. Balancing the interests of my company's many stakeholders like shareholders, management, customers, financiers, government, and community is giving us a problem. That has to do with corporate governance. Exactly. Then you need to get in touch with ICSAN.
Icsan?
Yeah, Institute of Chartered Secretaries and Administrators of Nigeria. ICSAN. They provide you with seasoned and top-ranking professionals trained to uphold the standards of corporate governance and efficient operations. You can also get in touch with
Icsan.
If you want to become a chartered secretary and administrator, contact
Icsan
by visiting the website
www.icsan.org
or call 009 06 601 69.
Icsan,
the hub of governance professionals.